I do not remember what we did last time I played this. I assume we've talked to some people and saw some things. We are at the scene of the crime and we're going to examine the boarding lounge, I guess? What's up, guy? Oh, we're playing as Phoenix too. I thought we were still Apollo. Where's Apollo in this? Oh, he took a break. He's like, I gotta go sort out stuff and I'm taking a leave of absence, right? At first glance, it looks like a peaceful landscape. But then there's that creature.
Didn't the Hope probe go to some planet? Maybe this is what its surface looks like.
I don't know. I think it would have made the news if they discovered a creature like that.
It did make quite a bit of news though when the probe came back.
Yeah, but the Hope probe didn't even go to a planet. It went to an asteroid. That's a big rock kind of thing. Even aliens can't live there. What the hell's on this table? Do you drink out of it? That's some pretty futuristic looking furniture over there.
According to the pamphlet, those are no ordinary chairs. They're like amusement park teacup rides. You can power them yourself, it says.
Are they gonna spin?
If you spin the table, your chair spins too.
Indoors? And you wouldn't go anywhere. Why would anyone want to have something like that here?
It's for astronauts who have trouble with the device on the ceiling. No vertical spins. It sets the training device that's easy on the eyes and on the body.
Can a person really call themselves an astronaut if they can't handle 0G? How could this be a teacup ride? Teacup rides have to be able to spin in a diameter, no? As opposed to just spinning in place? That's no fun. Also, you can only spin on this table so long before you won't be able to reach the table. Do you blow into the thing? So many questions. No one's answering me. Hey, Clay. Or where Clay was. So this is where they discovered Clay.
Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo.
So he was stretched out like this, and... Huh? What's that thing that looks like a thermos?
That's the thing that Prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said that it contains asteroid samples.
Oh, right. Director Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? That they were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the Hat 1 launched.
I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see?
Let's think about that after we've solved the case, okay? I mean, it presumably would just look like rocks, right? What is this thing here? It's glinting at me, so it must be important. No matter how I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. But I guess it's a training device for getting used to zero gravity? It's also so high up. Do you spin like that while people are passing through? I feel like there could be a better placement for that. I mean, I would ride it. I probably would, like, get really dizzy and want to barf, but I would ride it. Uh-oh. Athena has an odd glint in her eye. Is she thinking about trying that thing out? I should try to stop her. But I'm afraid she'll just outmuscle me.
Hey, Mr. Wright! Look at it out
there! Some kind of fragment? It's stuck in tight. Oh, so that's what the glint was all about.
That color looks familiar. I think it's part of an oxygen tank.
I think you're right, but if that's here, it means Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge.
So Prosecutor Blackwell's theory that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay down the ladder must be wrong. This proves that both the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge.
So, Apollo's right. The scene of the murder wasn't the launch pad.
Way to go, Apollo! You're not here for you to hear that, but you know, way to go.
I thought this was a mirror or a window, but it's not a window. Oh, it is a window.
And it's right next to the holographic machine too.
Oh! That thing with the seahorse looking thing is not actually out what they see outside. I was gonna say, I thought that was a window, but it can't be a window because that's so blue and then the other side is so purple. How can that be? I thought that was reality for a second.
I bet it's here to help people see the stark contrast between reality and virtual reality.
It didn't help me. Way off. It says emergency ventilation. You know, to clear smoke from a fire.
See? It's pointing out the virtual insanity of reality!
What? Shut up. How is this a ventilation? It doesn't even look like you can open it. So it looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room.
Well, let's check. Drumroll, please! Ta-da! The Space Center pamphlet. Here are the 3 doors. Let's call them Lefty, Righty, and Downy.
Why? People usually say west, east, and south in a case like this, you know.
Details, details! Anyway, take a look at the west door. That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. I know, because it says here on the map, Launchpad 1 corridor. Wow!
So that's where we were with the detective. It was filled with smoke after the explosion.
Right. Next up, the right-hand side of the map, or east in your world. That's the door with the satellite dish icon to signify communication, aka the control room.
Yup, it definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side.
They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes in space from there. So it's the center of the Space Center. The Space Center, if you will.
Does everybody start to talk like Director Cosmos after they've been here a while? Oh, right. We talked to him, didn't we?
But it seems like they built a new command center on the 6th floor. That's what they used for the Hat 2 mission. So this control room was empty at the time.
Why? Why did you make a new room to do a thing that you could have just done in the old room? I've always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room. And since we're here,
I'd love to do that too, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. They want to keep curious kids like you out. So the door is protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through.
with that much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out, Athena.
So apparently, the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies.
Cool, cool. Okay, what about the last door?
This lower door, oh, excuse me, I mean south door, it leads to the elevators.
Ah, you can either be a male or a robot. Girls are not allowed in this elevator. This is the door we came through when we entered this room, right?
Yep, and of course, there was no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone.
But the elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion.
Well, that's about it for the three musketeers of the boarding lounge.
Thanks. Understanding the layout of the lounge should help us understand the case. That's why I thought we'd better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. I've already forgotten. Hey, a spider web. A bright purple sky, plenty of greenery, and a tranquil lake. The idyllic sense stretches on as far as the eye can see. It's beautiful, but it lacks something to make it truly captivating. Stop talking about the— oh, but the huh? Is that actually a spider web? No way, right? It looks weird because it looks like a nautical shell because it just like the line just stops over here. I can't point with it. This hand is much too big. This must be the security camera that recorded the astronauts making their escape.
Oh, let's commemorate this occasion with the love and the peace.
I already know that from Trigun, but does that— I guess that extends outside of Trigun, huh? Oh, but Trigun was this. It wasn't— oh, okay, whatever. Maybe not. If we're done now, shall we move on? Interesting that they would have a camera pointing at that only, but not at the elevator that anyone can go by in? Also, what the hell is this? Do you hang a baby in this? What's happening in this? Warning! You're gonna hit your head on the fucking ceiling. Do you bounce around in this? Is that what it is? It is like a baby harness thing. Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon, it says.
Oh boy, I want to try it. Gravity is weak on the moon, so I bet it could do mid-air somersaults.
We're still on Earth, remember? Besides, it's connected to the ceiling.
Well, at least I could jump really high.
There's a sign on the wall that very clearly says don't jump too high.
Then what good is this thing?
Didn't I say in the beginning, walk on the surface of the moon? We can click on the vent here? What is this? Oh, we can look in it? Oh, there's something glinting. Is it a hint coin?
Hey, I see something shiny down there.
Let's take this cover off then. You can just lift it off? Oh wow, yeah, apparently you can.
What's this? It looks like a metal jelly bean.
It's really small, but it's a bullet. It's only about 2 to 3 millimeters in diameter. Let's see, that would make the caliber 10?
Caliber refers to the diameter of the gun's barrel, right?
Yes, but I've never heard of a .10 caliber gun before. This bullet must be for a special kind of gun.
I bet if you tried firing a bullet this small with a regular sized gun, it would just fall right out.
Yeah, it must have been a really small gun.
I wonder how the bullet ended up here. I mean, we're at the bottom left on the south door side of the room, according to this map. That's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here.
Yeah, leave it to Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us just the card we need. Bullet added to the court record. I mean, as far as we know, Clay wasn't shot. He was stabbed, right? It's not like there was a bullet wound on him that they just missed. What's this? A trap door?
It's a trash chute. The cleaning robots throw the garbage out from here.
The robots do the cleaning? What a futuristic world we live in. I just hope they don't revolt like they do in the science fiction movies.
No way. All the robots here are very nice. Actually, wasn't there one in the Launchpad 1 corridor? We can go say hi to it if you want.
I was trying to remember if we had talked to a robot, but I didn't remember. And it seems like we didn't. What is this latch for?
I wonder what this big knob is for. It looks like the knob on a stove.
Well, it's the same shape, but I think that's where the similarities end. I mean, it's behind a glass pane. What kind of stove would require a knob security like this?
Well, the knob is straight up and down, so if it was for a stove, the burner would be off.
Right, if it was for a stove. Still, I wonder what it's really for.
Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove? How about a rocket engine?
If you had to start the engine here, the rocket would take off before you could get in.
Then I guess all we can say for now is a mystery knob.
I guess we'll never know. So this is the fingerprint recognition device. I guess you put your hand on this hand mark.
Well, I guess when you can try. Now, to line my hand up with the outline.
Don't, Athena! That thing is related to the case! Get your print all over that, and the next thing you know, you'll be named the suspect.
How could you be so cruel to a little girl like me?
I'm not buying those tears, Missy. You would think that they would cordon off, like, important things at a crime scene. Why would— oh, I guess they're examining the crimes. They just have to know not to fucking mess and touch things.
Let's see. This door is— where's that pamphlet?
Oh, come on.
Here we are. It's the door to the corridor that leads to Launchpad 1. We went through it earlier when we went to talk to Detective Fulbright.
So I guess the security lock must be disengaged now, right? They say that the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. This thing besides the door. This must be the fingerprint recognition device.
Which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackwell talked about it in the trial.
Ah, trial memories. The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just to enter the area from the lounge, one must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. And allow me to state up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so. Then, does that mean that the bomber's prints were verified by the system? But the number of authorized personnel was supposed to be really small.
Voila! Fingerprint powder! I brought it just in case something like this came up.
How nostalgic. Look at how floofy the body is.
I found it in the office. I've been just itching for a chance to use it.
Wow. Way to think ahead. Now, let's test the fingerprint recognition device and see what we can find.
You got it. Now to sprinkle some here, a little over there, and... Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got something. Ah, it's only a single set of prints.
It's good that it's only a single set. If there's multiple sets, they'd be overlapping each other. Isn't that a good thing? Sure wish you could figure out whose prints these are. Although, I doubt we'd be so lucky as to get the culprit's prints on the first try.
Well, I'm willing to bet that Detective Fulbright has some fingerprint data.
Right. And there's security footage of this door too.
Yes, here it is. It came up in court the other day.
I wish you could see the part of the footage just after this bit.
Oh, because that would be right before the murder, wouldn't it? Let's add the detective. With the mood he's in, he'll probably show it to us right away.
Yeah, he's in almost too good of a mood today. Let's go see if we can find him again once we're done with this room. What's this, a controller? A phone? What the? Oh, we zoomed in on it. There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on here.
Just push it. That's the invariable principle of buttons.
There are such things as buttons left on push. Yeah, we killed a seahorse.
Hey, the giant holographic image disappeared.
Yeah, though that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. Still, let's see if we can find anything new with the image off. Hey look, it's that spider web. Wow, weird. It looks like someone drew on it with chalk.
Hey, Mr. Wright, take a look at this.
It looks like a bullet hole. Great find, Athena. It's just so weird because it's so like perfectly like spherical.
It's pretty big. Whoever fired the shot must have been using a pretty large gun.
You think so? Based on my experience, I'd say this was fired from a regular pistol.
Well, whatever size it was, somebody fired a gun in here, right?
Apparently. This is an important fact. Do you see the bullet around somewhere?
No, the police might have taken it though.
What about the bullet in our... Hey, that bullet hole image, it looks kind of different from the thing we pointed at.
Let's not Detective Fulbright about this bullet hole later.
We're done examining. Oh my god, a robot. No, I have to put on a filter. What if I just didn't? That'd be so poggers if I could just stay lazy.
Welcome to the Space Center, guest. Welcome.
Yikes! What in the world?
My name is Ponko. P-O-N-C-O. Ponko. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you.
She has boobies. It's a robot?
I am not a robot. I am Ponko. Psychological observation and navigation companion. P-O-N-C-O. Ponko.
Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up.
Oh, Ponko! I've missed you.
Huh? Do you know this thing, Athena?
Yeah, it's my mom. Oh, she showed us around the last time when I was here with Apollo. Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponko. That's a good girl.
We came here with Apollo?
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy. So very happy.
Wow, a guide robot. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. It's nice to meet you.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
Huh? Ouch, that hurt. Why would they know you?
Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register in Ponko. Certainly. Commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine too. His name is Phoenix.
A bit overly familiar, but I'll allow it.
Phoenix, please let me get a good look at your face.
Oh, sure.
Registering. Facial registration sequence complete. We are now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix.
So anybody that stops by the Space Center and comes across this guide robot can just register their faces? That means that she's gonna be logging in like a bajillion faces. Huh. This robot is pretty cute.
You made a friend, boss. Isn't it great? Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you. Right this way. Oh, goody. Let's go, boss.
Go where? It's true. Where are we going? We didn't go talk to Fulbright again. Okay, whatever. We're at the Space Museum. That's so cool. I want to go here in real life. Like a space museum. Doesn't necessarily have to be this specific one. Yeah, that's fine. I would come here if that means having like fake aliens around in the sky shooting too. Oh wow, what is this place? Is that a rocket real?
Welcome, welcome. The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Learn about the history of our nation's space development and the HAT-1 project. The rocket is just a replica, but it's the same size as the real one.
The Space Museum.
Oh, here it is on the map.
Okay, so it's on the exact opposite side of the main building from Launchpad 1. It seems kind of crazy that you would have the museum where people can go in and out to like view the place, and then right across from it have an actual rocket launch up into space. I imagine the distance in real life is actually like really far apart from each other, but it's kind of crazy that you could be within the same building.
Ask me anything, anything. I will explain.
The HAT-1 project, or the HAT-1 even. This is quite the place. I can't believe we get to see a rocket this close up.
This is a replica of the HAT-1 that was launched 7 years ago. It's exactly like the real HAT-1, inside and out. Its little brother, the HAT-2, was supposed to launch the other day.
I wonder if Punko knows why the launch was cancelled.
Over there is an exhibit about the launch 7 years ago. Check it out, check it out.
Wow. Spacesuits, photos, newspaper articles. I'd like to come here again on a day off. Me too. Hey, what's this a photo of? Look how baby Clay look! And also Starbuck.
Phoenix, that's the staff of the HAT-1 project.
Hey, they're all wearing blue. I also chose to wear blue today. Poggers. And there's a little bit of red too. It works out, even though this sweater is a My Hero Academia sweater that I had for a long time that I never brought out until the other day. I forgot about it. Yay. It all works out. Oh, there's Mr. Starbuck. He looks so young, so different. Looks so full of life, so handsome.
Ah, and that's...
Oh, what is it, Athena? Is something wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just thought Mr. Starbuck looked really young too. That's all.
Well, it was 7 years ago after all. So the young guy standing next to Mr. Starbuck
is Clay Turan, the victim.
So they were mentor and protege even back then. And he's even got one of the staff jackets. He looks just like a regular staff member. How old is 7 years ago? 16? He was working here at 16?
No, Clay was still a student then. He just borrowed one of Solomon's old jackets.
Oh. Oh, he even has this fucking school uniform on. I'm the fucking stupid. I see it. Okay. That makes sense. Clay would have still been in high school 7 years ago. Everyone looks so happy. This space museum is great. What fantastic exhibits. That's an interesting photo to have on display in the museum though.
This area used to be Launchpad 2. That's why the only entrance is on the 3rd floor.
Wouldn't it be better if they just made a new ground floor entrance instead?
There was talk of it, but they had to scrap their plan because of the budget cuts. Budget cuts! Budget cuts! We need more money! Money!
Me too! I'm getting sick of the budget cuts in my life too. Nothing is technically being cut from it, but I could use more money too. Who would record that kind of information to a guide robot?
While it was in space, the HAT-1 launched a probe called Hope. The Hope probe collected some samples from an asteroid and returned 5 days ago.
That's what Director Cosmos said too. He told us it came back the day before Clay was killed.
And here it is, the Hope space probe.
Here it is! It's in space! I think I've seen that logo somewhere before. Oh yeah, the capsule that the victim was carrying. I think it had the same logo. I think it can be seen in the photo attached to the autopsy report. Maybe she'll give me some more info if I show it to her. Okay, why didn't you just do it then? Launchpad layout.
The way the Space Center launchpad is set up is really cool. Would you like me to tell you about it? Would you?
The setup of the launchpad. Go gentle on my spiky-haired mind.
I wanna know! Phoenix wants to know too!
Great, now Athena's got a case of punkotitis.
Hooray! I will tell you then!
Oh, whoa.
The rocket is built right inside the launchpad structure. When the rocket is complete, it's moved along with the launchpad over the rails.
Oh! It detaches itself from the build. This is some fucking high-tech, probably really expensive to maintain and use stuff. Damn.
And brought into position at the launch site.
Oh! So it gets sent off like somewhere else. It's not actually attached to the space museum. Oh. I was gonna say, it didn't seem like the right idea to have it connected.
Isn't it cool? Isn't it? We used to have a big budget, so that's how we could build it all.
It's very cool. A grand setup that suits an important place like the Space Center. I guess everyone is hoping for a bigger budget next year, myself included.
I'm guessing the whole thing is operated from the control room, huh?
That it is, but it can also be operated from the new command center too. Either way, the safety lock in the boarding lounge has to first be disengaged.
Oh, the red knob thing? I guess before a big move like that can be carried out, there are all kinds of procedures.
I would love to see the launch pad being moved. What's the next one scheduled for?
Searching data. All future plans have been put on hold.
Because of the bombing and the murder, I'll bet, which is perfectly understandable.
Well, when was the last time it was moved?
Searching data. I'm sorry. That answer isn't in my answer database.
I guess Ponko can only answer certain questions. Alright, Nashi. What's his name? Phoenix? He wants me to show something, right? Autopsy report. What does it have? Oh, the logo, right? Ponko, do you recognize this capsule here in the top right?
Checking. Registered data. I know. It's the Hope capsule. It was carried inside the Hope probe.
It contained the asteroid samples, right?
Yes, it was designed to store the samples gathered by the Hope probe. It's been stored in the safe in Launchpad 1 ever since its return to Earth. It must not be removed. Why did you remove it? I'm calling the police.
Don't worry, Ponko. The people in charge already know what happened.
They do? I must ask them later.
So the capsule was being kept in Launchpad 1, huh? Maybe Clay was trying to carry it to safety after the explosion.
The Space Center staff must have been really excited to finally get the capsule back. But it's a pity that this incident occurred before they got a chance to check the contents.
Wait, I'm confused. Clay and Starbuck were going on the rocket to shoot up into space, right? They weren't coming back from space. Why would the Hope capsule have been on the rocket if they were about to shoot back into space? Am I misunderstanding something? Well, the police took it as evidence, so they'll have to wait a little longer. Found in the victim's possession, it recently returned from a 7-year mission and contains asteroid samples. Well, we certainly learned a lot about the Space Museum.
Thank you, Ponko. You explained everything very well.
I love to explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
You two are like old friends. It's hard to believe you just met recently.
It's because Ponko is so friendly.
Well, what should we investigate next?
Let's go find Detective Fulbright. We have things to ask him about.
Security footage and the fingerprint data, was it? Okay, so let's go back to Launchpad 1 corridor.
Bye, Ponko. See you later.
Come again. And don't forget to visit the gift shop.
Poor Ponko. What a Dickinson life we are forced to lead. What? Look at this guy clean. Also, should you be letting a cleaning robot clean in an area that was just bombed? Even in space. Safety first. That's so... He's so cute! The little astronaut guy is so cute! Oh god. What should I do? Which path is a path of justice?
There's Detective Fulbright. He still seems to be lost, even though it's a straight corridor.
Let's hope he's still in a cooperative mood as well then.
If he doesn't cooperate, then I'll just have to use my powers on him.
You mean that lady in distress bit? Bullet hole at the scene. We found a bullet hole in the wall at the crime scene. You're dead! Our team found that too! It was Detective Arm who fired that bullet. Detective Arm? That's right! A warning shot for the defendant! Was there really such a high threat situation that she needed to do that? I'm afraid I don't know the details. What was Detective Arm gone and all? What, there's security footage, no?
But I thought there were two people who discovered the crime scene together?
We already know Director Cosmos will testify, so tomorrow will be about what he knows. Hey, you're pretty smart. That's exactly what we're planning to serve as the main course. I hope it goes down easy. Food. Fingerprint data. I can't believe that boarding lounge only has one camera. That seems crazy, unless we just didn't see another camera?
Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found at the boarding lounge.
Ah, yes. I just happen to have compiled the print data of everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. Aren't I so generous? This is quite a bit of data. Well, when I said everyone, I meant it. Prosecutor Blackwell said to dig deep, so that's what I did. It sure took a while, though.
Whoa, he got Apollo's and mine prints. He even got prints for all of the robots.
What? They don't have prints. I guess when Blackwell said to dig deep, Fulbright didn't bother to ask how deep.
Clay's fingerprints are here too.
I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We have to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity after all.
I still can't believe you took off his glove to get his fingerprints.
Yeah, what are you doing, tampering with evidence? You're fucked up. Yeah, well, you can't blame me for thinking they're important in this case. There are a lot of doors that require fingerprint verification in the lounge. So depending on whose prints we find, it can completely change the tide for both sides. Makes sense. After all, the culprit's prints did get them past the fingerprint lock somehow. Oh, and take this picture. It might come in handy. I'm sure it will, thank you. Isn't this just a photo of the Launchpad 1 door? Yep, but Prosecutor Blackwell seemed really interested in it for some reason. Huh? What's so important about this door? The fact that the handprint is using the right hand when the door is on the fucking left, on the right hand side, so you gotta fucking do this and then walk over. I still hate that. Beats me. But boy, could you see the gears in his head go into hyperdrive at it. Sounds like this is going to be a major point of contention tomorrow. He knows something that we don't.
Hey, don't forget about the print comparison, boss.
Right. Mr. Fulbright, do you think you could run a test for us right now? You just leave it to me. And justice we trust. How are you gonna do it right now? What do you mean run a test? Huh? What? What'd you use to run the test on the spot? What? Okay, here we go. Well, it looks like it was Mr. Starbuck who opened that security door. He must have opened it when they went to go board the rocket.
His heart must have been full of hope and dreams for his space adventure right then.
Okay, so now we know. Security camera footage. Oh, good. Detective, about the security footage that was taken by the boarding lounge 1 camera. Oh, that footage. Go ahead and ask me anything you'd like about it. Is there any way I could see a little more of the part just after this? Easy as pie. I'd be glad to show you. Here we go. How are you showing it to me? Why do you just have portable devices? Or do you have a picture? Huh? The screen went blank. Yes. Apparently, the after effects of the explosion damaged the wires. So there's no footage after this point. Ha ha ha. You like that? You like how I just tricked you into watching nothing? Why did you just say so from the beginning? Okay, interesting. Wonder how that's gonna play out for us. Something definitely seems to be up with you, Detective. You're unusually cooperative. Well, I just figured if we work together, we'll get that much closer to justice, right?
But it seems like something's really been bothering you. You don't have to some ulterior motive, do you?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do anything like that. I forgot this was a thing. Look at the details on the chains, though. You can see the part where they weld the links together. Oh my heavens. It's been a while. But those are definitely psych locks. Holy shit, this music takes me back. Did you just mouth psyched? Is there something I should be psyched about? No. Psych lock. System of locks on the secrets in a person's heart. Why are you explaining this to somebody? They can't see it, only you can see it. I can see when people are trying to hide those secrets by using the power of this magatama. I love how he's just very open about explaining this as if they're gonna fucking understand this. Presenting evidence can break those locks and reveal any secrets they're hiding. Mr. Wright, how much did they bilk you out of this for this piece of rock? Hey, this rock was from someone very important to us, right? I think it was from Pearl, not Maya. If you've been swindled, I know some lawyers I can introduce you to. Bitch, I'm a lawyer. I'm more than capable of representing myself, thank you very much. It isn't some kind of fraud. It really works. A friend gave it to me a long time ago, but I guess seeing is believing. Allow me to show you. Correct?
Baby, I know.
Why you're being cooperative? I think you're hiding something, Detective. So why don't you just tell us about it? What to do? Which path is the path of justice? That the Fulbright is really in agony. I bet this is the issue he's so torn up over. Love. It must be love. I better know what's been bothering you. You're troubled by love. What? How did you know? I put my pet carp Love in with my goldfish, and the next thing I knew, all the little goldfish were gone. Love had eaten them all. My poor little goldfishes. Oh, I loved you so. I guess love really can cause a lot of heartache, huh? Anyway, I got an award for it. I'm not gonna do the life. I'm just gonna do justice. I really understand what's been bothering you, Detective. I truly do. Something happened that goes against your principles. Isn't that right? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Until the explosions occurred, everything was just fine. Is that a fact? Yep, peaceful as peaceful can be. Everyone whistling a happy tune as they did their job. You never saw a more relaxed guard detail for a routine rocket launch. I don't think the guard detail was as relaxed as you claimed as long as this exists. This? Before the explosions, what was supposed to happen here was a rocket launch. And yet, security was so tight, they even brought in a special task force. I'd hardly describe that as a relaxed guard detail. Now, hold on just one moment. The entire nation had their eyes on this extremely important rocket launch. That's why I was called in on a special security detail. As versatile as you are, I can certainly believe that that's true, but I say it's very strange that this person would be a part of the detail from the outset. Ponko! Detective Arm specialized in bomb cases. The fact that she was here on hand means that you people knew there was the possibility that a bombing would occur. You got me, Mr. Wright! That was so easy, oh my god. What you can't say. Alright, I concede. You win. It's just as you say. A few days ago, before the launch, they were warned about a potential bombing. But the plan to launch went ahead in spite of the threat.
But why? What were they planning to do if someone got hurt or killed? In fact, someone did get hurt or killed.
Yeah, I know. The decision to move forward wasn't exactly just, was it? How was the warning delivered? By phone, and directly to Director Cosmos. But the police department instructed everybody to keep it under wraps. That's a big thing to keep quiet about. No wonder you were so upset. But it's not only that. I've been distraught about Prosecutor Blackwell as well. Prosecutor Blackwell? Well, as his handler, I'm sure you have a lot of difficulties. That's not it. It's a question of justice. I've been wondering about why he's allowed to stand in court.
The reason he's still prosecuting? Detective Fulbright, please tell us everything you know.
Well, talking to you folks about it would definitely be breaking the rules.
Never mind that. What rules but things to be broken, right?
Oh my god, you can't just say that to a police officer. Well, to tell you the truth, having a prisoner act as a prosecutor is highly irregular. I think we guessed that much. So why is it being allowed? I've been wondering about it.
So you weren't told why either, huh?
No. I guess the order came from a pretty high up the ladder. Yeah, it would have had to have. Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the phantom of the 7 years past continues even still. Phantom?
7 years past?
A phantom, huh? And not one of the friendly variety either, I imagine. Is there a friendly phantom? Only phantom I know is of the opera. And Danny. This phantom of 7 years past. Any idea who or what he was talking about? Not a clue. But he seemed to think that this phantom is behind this whole incident somehow. Wait a minute. He thinks they may be connected to this case? Yep. This case has way too many similarities to what happened 7 years ago. For starters, that case happened right here at this very space center too. And in both incidents, a threat was issued via telephone. So that's why Prosecutor Blackwell thinks this incident is the work of the phantom? Well, that's not the entire reason. I mean, if you want to talk about 7 years ago. That's when Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty of murder. That messy case is what started the whole dark age of the law. So you see how this phantom and Prosecutor Blackwell's conviction might be related. Yeah, I can see why he'd think that. This incident and the phantom, not to mention Blackwell's past. It's almost inconceivable that they would come to a head here.
This might sound crazy, but Prosecutor Blackwell can't possibly believe Mr. Starbuck is this phantom person, right? I mean, he was acting kind of strange during the last trial and all.
Prosecution appeared to be ready as well. I'm not. Now, I doubt he thinks Mr. Starbucks is his phantom, but I do get the feeling that he thinks the defendant has ties to them. Which is why he's acting so impatient. He's got a personal grudge against Mr. Starbuck. And that's not real justice. I've always trusted in Prosecutor Blackwell's judgment until now. But this time, I'm just so overwrought about it all. If he's lost his ability to think rationally, I'm afraid it might lead to a false conviction. I've never seen Detective Fulbright so tormented. This must be why he's been so cooperative. Don't worry, that's exactly what we defense lawyers are working to prevent. I feel bad for Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm gonna be rooting for your team this time. But don't tell him that. You have to promise me you won't! Detective Fulbright, I guess I was wrong about you. I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society again. So I can't just sit by and watch him give to his emotions and tear the defendant apart. You are the only ones who could stop him in court.
You really care and want what's best for Prosecutor Blackwell, don't you, Detective?
Leave the courtroom to us. It's not that we want a guilty verdict either. I was hoping you would say that. I'm really grateful to the two of you. To show my thanks, I'll give you another bit of information. It's about the eyewitness. I saw her hanging around the Space Center entrance a little while ago.
Really? Then let's go find her, Mr. Wright.
Thanks, you two. I feel a lot better now that I've been able to get that off my chest. I'm going to work extra hard to find that perfect piece of evidence for you. In justice we trust on 3. 1, 2, 3. In justice we trust. Okay, later.
There he goes.
Wait, were we supposed to say in justice we trust back there too? I didn't give you a chance.
Let's go see that witness now.
December 19. The witness must be around here somewhere. Hi, witness.
Hello, hello.
Uh-oh. And don't tell me the witness is a robot.
Hello. Come over here.
Hello, hello. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you... I'm Clunko. Shall I guide you?
I don't know why, but this robot's kind of freaking me out.
Hey, you're not supposed to be wandering around. Is this? Yeah, it is. What up, lady? We just saw you in a picture.
Again? I've had it with you, hunk of junk.
I'm outside. Am I wondering? When did that happen?
Okay, welcome back, hunk of junk. You don't know how close you came. If you didn't snap out of it, I was gonna put you on the curb on trash day.
Nothing works better than a 42.5-degree karate chop. That's pretty specific. Excuse me, but are you the one who witnessed the murder? That's no way to introduce yourself. Oh, well. And I'm Phoenix Wright, the lead attorney for this case. How do you do?
Big shot lawyers, huh? I'm Aura Blackwell.
She looks so much more pretty in HD. Like, hot diggity damn.
I'm a researcher developing robots here at the Cosmos Space Center.
Blackwell?
Could she be... And this good-for-nothing robot is named Hunk of Junk.
My name isn't Hunk of Junk. My name is Clunko. That's me, Miss Aura.
Quit complaining. Your model number is Punko 2.
But Miss Aura, everyone calls me Clunko.
Quit your squawking already.
No! What are you doing? No! Don't!
So abusive.
There. I bet you won't be talking back now.
I will obey completely.
Yikes. I better watch what wires I cross with this one. Your last name is Blackwell. Do you have a relative in the legal profession?
You are correct. Simon Blackwell, who used to be a prosecutor, is...
Shut up. Only speak when I order you to speak.
Simon is my little brother. You know him?
Yes, we met him in court a few times. Right, Athena?
What a dull creature. Has her switch been turned off?
Athena being shy? This is new. She's just so enamored by her looks.
Oh yeah, I heard he was prosecuting again. Despite being a prisoner, why doesn't he just stick to solving disputes among inmates in prison, right? Hey, what do you think, hunk of junk?
Miss Aura, that hurts!
I'm asking you a question. Why don't you answer me, useless hunk of junk?
Miss Aura, you tell me to only speak when you order me to speak.
I told you to never talk back to me. You're worth more scrap.
Robot abuse, hawk attacks, Blackwell family life must sure be interesting.
Well, do you have any other questions? Wait, of course you do. You're a lawyer. It's not like I'm on Simon's side or anything. I just want to get this over with.
The witness. So, you're the person who witnessed the incident?
That's right. I was on the 4th floor of the main building. In the robotics lab. The explosion disabled the elevators, so I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms?
It must have been a very troubling experience. Probably best to just humor her here.
Then, as I passed by the 3rd floor burning lounge one window on the way down, I saw the crime as it happened. And that's about it.
So, you saw the crime as it happened, and that's about it. I see.
Wait, what?
You saw it being committed? This is no time to just nod and repeat. So, you saw into the 3rd floor lounge, the very scene of the crime.
That's right. There's a small window on the right-hand side of the room. I looked through that from the outside. The room was pitch black, but I saw a shady figure holding a lighter in the left hand, and a knife in the right.
That must have been the culprit. Did you see who that person was?
Of course not. The power was out on that floor. There was only that tiny window.
Tiny window, she says! Look at how big you could have fit a whole body or two in that window. Tiny window, my dick. I see. But you did witness the moments of the murder?
Yes, I saw the figure with the lighter raise their knife, and... It happened at precisely 10 a.m.
Did you witness anything else? Did the killer have any distinguishing features?
I already told you. It was pitch black in there.
Although, I did notice that the lighter that the person had in their left hand had a pretty ornament on it. It looked like a planet. It was blue, like a little Earth emblem. They had good taste in knickknacks anyway. The person was holding a lighter. It was lit. The room was pitch black. You couldn't make out his face, but you could make out the fucking details of the damn lighter? Earth emblem on a lighter. I'd better remember that. Or a statement added, "Thank you for your statement. We'll definitely prove Mr. Starbuck's innocence with it." Yeah, right. I won't hold my breath. Pardon me? Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Sorry. I just detest lawyers, that's all. What don't you like about lawyers?
It's just an instinctive dislike. But don't feel bad. I hate prosecutors even more.
That didn't make me feel any better, actually. Why do you hate lawyers so much?
Little things from my past. The whole legal system is meaningless in the first place.
I certainly don't agree.
I mean, people are imperfect. They lie, they're influenced by silly emotions. You can't expect such imperfect creatures to uphold a reasonable system of law. I like robots much better. Even sad sacks like this one. Hey, you! Look alive there!
Yes! Here I go! I am the ultimate robot! With amazing design, operating the vacuum, extremely help under pressure, we robots will hold down the revolving.
Alright, that's enough out of you. You're getting a little too carried away.
What was I doing?
Dude. Yep, I like robots much better. At least you can make them any way you want them. Unlike humans with their petty emotions and constant worries. How can you say such things? Feeling emotions? Worrying about things we care about? That's what makes us humans! Well, the girl finally talks, and she starts with a speech. That's what makes us human? You mean getting angry and snorting like that? Rational thoughts. That's what separates humans from animals. Unfortunately, your reasoning capabilities are more akin to that of a clever little monkey. But that's nothing to be ashamed of. It must be nice to have such a simple mind. Can I punch her, boss?
Get a hold of yourself, Athena!
Humans certainly are absurd. I said you were clever, didn't I? Poor thing. Tell me, with people like you in charge, how can I possibly trust the legal system?
Surely there's a reason for her to be so upset about lawyers. So, she distrusts not only lawyers and prosecutors, but the whole legal system? What in the world happened to this woman to make her so bitter?
Even if somebody important to me was killed, I would never wish to see their killer brought to trial. Because I'd much rather kill them myself. You can't be serious. That thing you're wearing around your neck. Oh, this is...
Around Athena's neck? Does she mean widget?
Oh, I get it. Well, well, Her Royal Highness has returned at last to her castle.
Her royal what? Is she talking about Athena?
By the way, I heard the rumors. Our director is going to be the star witness in the court tomorrow, right?
Director Cosmos? Yes, that's right.
You poor things. You'd better be careful. That old man is a big liar and a huge braggart.
What?
He might seem like a bigwig, but the senator has all kinds of problems. He has a lot of skeletons in his closet. But it's your problem. So why should I care?
What? That's it? No friendly tips? No good luck, guys? Just splendid. I mean, she gave you a heads up. That's a little bit better than nothing.
I'll leave you to your woes. Come on, hunga junk.
Sad to me that she doesn't believe in our legal system anymore. She must have had a very bad experience to make her feel that way. Are you alright, Athena? You seem very down.
I just can't believe she said all those things!
Wow, she's really upset. Has she been trying not to let us show it all this time? I mean, she didn't do a very good job, right? Well, I guess it's not all that surprising. You heard about fabricated evidence and false indictments on the news all the time.
You mean the whole dark age of the law nonsense? I'm so sick of hearing about that.
Well, all we can do is believe in what we're doing.
Yeah, you're right, boss. I agree.
Are you not gonna question her about the whole Royal Highness thing, whatever that Aura said? Maybe it's time we went back to see Mr. Starbuck.
Good idea. We should tell him about the bullet in Miss Blackwell's statement.
Alright then. Next stop, the detention center. We'll do that next time. We're back with more of this game. My lawyers are here. It must be bad news. Hey, not necessarily. We found a new witness. A researcher saw the moment of the murder through the lounge window during her escape.
Really? So the girl let me go?
Unfortunately, it was dark and she couldn't identify the person.
I should have known. My stars never align just right, too. But we got a lead too, Mr. Starbuck. The murderer had a lighter with an Earth emblem on it.
A ladder with an Earth emblem?
Oh! Did you remember something?
Yup, I sure did. Just a little bit, though. Anything at all will be of help. So please, tell us what you remember. I thought I was unconscious the whole time. But now I remember I woke up for a few brief moments.
That's huge! Do you remember seeing anything?
A ladder. I saw the flames of a ladder floating in the darkness. Good, good. What else did you see? What was nearby? It was definitely the boarding lounge. So it must have been after Clay carried me there. In the light from the flame, I saw a dark shadow flickering. Dark shadow. It must have been third party we've been looking for. I also didn't comment it when we first saw this, but the man is naked. Thank you, Mr. Starbuck. You've been more help than you know. He didn't really say anything though. He just said basically what Aura saw, or what we visualized Aura seeing.
If we could prove that there was a third person at the scene and that they were the real killer, then you'll be cleared of all suspicion.
The key will be whether or not we can identify this third person in court tomorrow. At least we have something to go on now, and that's a big plus. I should probably tidy the evidence up a bit before someone mistakes me for a hoarder. Yeah. So there's things we don't need anymore.
Now that we have a glimmer of hope, I'm suddenly starving.
Is this about to be a to be continued? Did I take a break for nothing?
Why don't we go back to the office and treat ourselves to a big celebration in advance?
For someone who's highly empathetic, you can be surprisingly unsympathetic. Hey, girl, when you gotta eat, you gotta eat. What's gonna happen here? I'm worried.
Trucy!
Nothing to worry about then.
So you found your strategy for tomorrow's trial, huh? Good for you, Daddy.
Well, it's one step forward anyway. Hopefully it'll give us a fighting chance in court. As long as we can find out who this third person is.
Now let's get something to eat. I'm starving. My vote is for Eldo noodles.
You gotta eat something else.
Oh, Apollo!
Is this where he says his leave of absence thing? I thought he already said it. What are you doing here? I didn't think the clinic was ready to release you yet. My wounds are fine. And I'm done lying around.
Apollo! You're supposed to be in bed! Leave the case to us. We'll take it from here.
Thanks. But that's not an option. Not for me. Apollo, you shouldn't underestimate your injuries, Apollo. And I don't want you overdoing it. I'm fine. I'm not in pain anymore. Besides, they just gave me an IV at the clinic. An IV isn't a cure-all, mummy man. Anyway, just tell me how the case is going. Have you guys made any progress?
A suspicious figure was spotted at the scene. We think they must be the real killer.
A suspicious figure, huh? Right. I thought you'd be happier than that. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm happy. And I fully intend to see Clay's murderer apprehended. Absolutely nothing will get in the way of that.
Clay. Meh. Clay was your best friend, right, Apollo?
Apollo? Don't you call him Polly? When did you start calling him Apollo? That's right. Best friends since junior high.
Sounds like me and Junie. So what was Clay like?
Well, he was full of compassion and energy. And he had a really loud voice.
So if the two of you did voice training together, I bet you'd break a few windows.
Okay, come on. You know, I bet you're right. Seems like only yesterday. Clay was a guy who lived for his dreams. We used to talk about it a lot. He was going to be an astronaut, and me, a lawyer. We talked well into the night, and even then, we never grew tired of it. Apollo, about that jacket. Oh, it's Clay's. I can't believe you just were able to take Clay's jacket. Oh, you know what? He wasn't wearing it when he got killed, huh? But it's all like frayed at the bottom. Oh, was it because of the bombing? No, you weren't wearing it at the bombing. Huh? What, huh? I knew it. It's a special jacket that was only issued to members of the Hat Project. He was finally able to get one of his own once he was selected for the Hat 2 mission. He always looked so proud wearing it. But just when his dream was finally coming true, I still can't believe it. Damn it! It's not fair! Apollo, we don't try to carry the burden all alone. I guess we were both unlucky. My own debut was a disaster. I guess you're right on some level. Remember when that happened? You're not gonna see it here. That trial a year and a half ago wasn't exactly the smoothest of starts. That was a rough time for me. But Clay refused to let me quit. You're fine, he said. Don't give up. It was right during his screening exams too. I couldn't have become a full-fledged lawyer without him. That "you're fine" of his was why I'm still standing here today. You're fine, huh? I'm fine. You're fine and I'm fine. We're like your catchphrases, weren't they? Something like that. Sure brings back memories. When we were in junior high, Clay's mom passed away in an accident. Of course she did. But he wouldn't show his sadness to anyone. One night, I found him crying all alone in the school courtyard. Mom. Get away, Apollo. Don't come over here. Clay, listen to me. I don't have a mother either. Huh?
Look at them little babies! I always think everyone else has a mom. Why am I the only one? But, you know, when I start to feel that way, I yell at the top of my lungs. I holler, I'm fine. And then you know what? I start to feel like maybe I really will be fine. Apollo Justice is fine! Okay, Clay, now it's your turn. Okay. Clay Turan is fine. There you go. Now we're both fine. We're fine. We're fine.
What are you laughing about?
See? We're fine. You laughed first. I'm fine. You're fine. We're both fine.
It is a weird time to laugh, but you know, whatever, they're fine.
Thanks, Apollo.
When you say it out loud, it really starts to feel real. And as long as you don't give up, you can keep on fighting. That's what we believed. As long as you don't give up. Wasn't there somebody else who said something similar? If I give in to my fear, I'll never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight. Yeah, all optimistic people say that sort of thing, though. Clay called Mr. Starbuck his mentor and looked up to him. I wonder if I can be a good role model for my staff like Mr. Starbuck. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
But what? Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
You're really serious? Can you at least give me a reason why? When I put Clay's jacket on, I swore to him that I would catch his killer myself.
But that's our goal too!
I agree with Athena. We should work together to find the truth. The truth, huh? That's a noble cause. But what if the truth you seek and the truth I seek turn out to be different? I'm not sure I follow. What are you saying, Apollo? I'm going to catch the person responsible for taking my friend's life, in my own way. Take good care of Mr. Starbuck for me. Now, I must be going. Goodbye. What do you think you can do? You don't have a client! You shouldn't even be able to go to the space center! Come back!
Goodbye? Did he just say goodbye? I sense a lot of seething anger and hatred coming from him. And also, suspicion. He's not walking out on us like this! I'm gonna talk some sense into him!
Hold on, Athena. Apollo can believe what he wants, but I believe he's wrong, even if we take different paths. The truth we arrive at should be the same. I think the quicker we solve this case, the better it'll be for Apollo.
Yeah, you're right, boss.
Alright, that's enough for one day. Make sure you're ready for tomorrow's trial. If you were here right now, Apollo would say, I'm fine. Everything is fine. I just hope things really do turn out fine tomorrow. Of course they will. Everything will turn out daijo boo for you kids. To be continued. Well, given how it's only been 12 minutes since I took that break, I guess I'm just putting it all into one episode. Fuck my ass. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch whenever you feel like it. And if you don't want to watch it, then you won't hear this, okay? Goodbye.